Hey, good morning, everybody. It is time for the weekly wrap. Gonna go over all the stuff we've done, and since it's the first one of the month, we're gonna add those couple of days from the beginning of the month too, so it'll be fine. What did we read? We managed to knock out 3 books since the first of the month. Obviously, one of those ones was a finish up, so it's not like I read the entire book during the month of May, but starting off the bat, May 1st, I finished up The Witch Roads by Kate Elliott. I've already got a review up for that. Pick it up. It's 5 stars. It's Kate Elliott. That wasn't a question. It was going to be 5 stars. We all know that. Number 2, I finished up Remember by Patricia Shanae Smith. Knocked that one out. Also a really, really good book. I started off my month with 2 5 stars. Not going to complain. Totally different genres, totally different vibes, but I loved both of them. And then thirdly, I knocked off Proven Guilty, which is book 8 in the Dresden Files by Jim Butcher. Almost 5 stars. I had to knock it down a notch. Check it out on Goodreads. I'm not going to make a video for that one, but I did have a couple of issues with it. I mainly had one issue with it, let's put it that way. It was almost a 5 star, but I digress. Go check it out. So knocked out all 3 of those. Not a bad way to start the month. And then I got started in on both The Way of a Dan by Philip Chase. Dr. Philip Chase to you. Dr. Fantasy. That one, just getting started in that. I can't give you a whole lot of details on it yet, but I'm not complaining so far. Secondly, I got started on Dragonsphere. That's by Richard Fierce. I'm listening to that as audiobook. Not gonna lie, it might be better as a physical book than an audiobook. If you like your Scottish accents, you've got that going for you. But the narrator speaks so slow. I've got it up to 1.2 right now listening to it, and it still feels like it's dragging a little bit, but with his accent, if I make it any faster, I'm not sure I'm going to follow along. So, not telling anybody to buy that one just yet, but if you are interested in that one, or if you're interested in that author, I do feel like it would be better off as a physical. And I feel like also that's why the narrator has slowed down his voice so much. I don't think it's the pace of the book. I think it's that he's making sure that us Americans can understand him. But yeah, just a little too much of a drag for me, and I'm not sure I'm sold on the story. So we'll see how that goes. Anyhow, and then of course I'm still trying to make my way through Glass House. And you know what? I missed one. I forgot one. Hold on. Hold that thought. What's the other one I'm listening or reading right now? I forgot to put it in Goodreads, so I don't have it in front of me. My apologies for that. I totally forgot. It's like I know I started another one that I'm actually really enjoying. A Far Better Thing by H.G. Perry. That one is I'm on chapter 3 right now. Like I said, I just got into it, but that's almost 10% of the way through, so it's not a very long book. I am enjoying this one. I really am. We'll have to see where it goes. It's kind of the Fae thing. It's got, there's changelings and stuff. And there's definitely talk about the fairy realm, as I recall. But I'm too far in to see where it's going. It doesn't seem to be romance so far, which a lot of the Fae type books are. It definitely seems to be going a completely different direction. We'll have to see. It's too early to tell, but I'm loving the writing. H.G. Perry, 2 thumbs up. That is everything that I've got read or that I am currently reading. I did get a little book mail in. I am happy to say that I got my copy of J.A.J. Mitten's Discovery. Going to be reading that after The Way of a Dan, because I already started that one. And then also maybe after Mapping the Interior by Stephen Graham Jones, just because the publisher had sent that out to me. It's actually a re-release, so it's not super important that I get to it right away, but it's also very, very, very short, and it might be just a nice little break between the two. But Discovery is going to be getting done soon. That's all I'm saying. So Gotta enjoy that one. Shout out to my friends over at Talking Story, John, Amy, and Jacob for getting their book out into the world, and I can't wait to read it. I say as I'm waiting to read it, but you know what I mean. TV front, nothing. We watched nothing this week. I've just been super busy because, I almost forgot one of the most important things. Earlier in the week, if you missed it, and by earlier in the week, I mean Wednesday, like 2 days ago. You know what I'm saying. I had Patricia Shanae Smith on to talk about Remember. First and foremost, loved that conversation. She was such a gracious guest. Loved having her on. Second of all, we couldn't get the sound to play, and by we, I mean me. I couldn't get the sound to play for the book trailer for her book, I almost said Remarkable. We've been talking about Remarkable in the in the Discord chat. So her book Remember, and that is got to be one of the best book trailers I have ever seen. If you want to swing by and check out the interview, of course you can do that. Love to have you watch that. But also in the links, I did put in the description, I put the link to her book trailer. And yeah, it's just, you got to watch it. Absolutely loved that book trailer. It's like 90 seconds long, but it was so good. The book was good too, but the trailer is like the best I've ever seen. I'm just saying. So yeah, check that out. I've actually got a little bit of a breather going on now. I don't have another interview until, it's either the 26th or the 27th. I want to say the 26th. I'll post it up here so I don't give you the wrong information. But I will be having Tori Tekken on later in the month to talk about Cold Silver for Souls, which is her new book. I'm going to be checking that out. And that one sounds interesting. It was on my list of books I was most anticipating for the month of May. So there you go. I think that's it. Like I said, I've got a little bit of a breather in here. It's going to fit in some more books that aren't, must reads for an interview. Not that I've ever had too many complaints about the books that I've read for an interview, but it is nice to have a little bit of breather to fit some of this stacking up TBR in there. Get some of that done. And yeah, that is probably going to be it. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for stopping by. All the links are down below. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitch. I'm barely on TikTok and Twitter. Blue Sky is where I'm hanging out most of the time. And of course in my Discord. And if you're bored and you've got $1 or $2 laying around, I've also got a Patreon, and I wouldn't complain. But if you don't want to spend any money, just watch a video on whichever site it pops up on that I can't remember. I think it's going to pop up over here. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it's like right around the microphone. All right. Catch you later, guys. Have a good one.